Ever since the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi, a lot of people have been very disappointed of how the character of Luke Skywalker was treated and the fact that he was killed off in the middle of the trilogy. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, going into Episode 9, we do know that both J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are going to be doing something very special for the character of Luke Skywalker. It seems as though that they are trying to keep that element that, of course, Colin Trevorrow was going to do in his script of Episode 9 by doing something amazing for the character of Luke. Even Mark Hamill has said before in the past that he was on the same page with Colin Trevorrow for Episode 9 about where he wanted to take the character of Luke Skywalker. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, what's really interesting is that apparently Mark Hamill is all set to shoot a sequence that is said to involve a stunt double and action heavy over at Cardington during the first week of December. The shoot will last 2 days and will involve some extras. Aside from all of this, the sequence is rumored to involve Adam Driver as Kylo Ren during the shoot with Mark. So, this raises a ton of questions because this would mean that Luke Skywalker is in fact going to get some action in Episode 9. Now, yes, we got some Luke action, at a minimum, in my opinion, in The Last Jedi. And I think that a lot of fans have been asking for more in Episode 9, and this could be Disney's way of listening to the fans and really doing something crazy for the character of Luke, as long as it's done in the right way, in my opinion. Now, what do I think? Could this be in the form of a flashback? Possible. Could this be a vision for Kylo Ren where he fights Luke, perhaps? Maybe. Or if they really wanted to go really out there, they could have Luke Skywalker as a Force ghost fighting Kylo Ren. I mean, after all, if you look at Yoda in The Last Jedi, he's able to hold that cane in the living world and bop it on Luke's nose. So it's not really too outlandish to say that Luke Skywalker, could actually hold a lightsaber hilt and ignite it and go up against another individual in the living world. So, though I think that idea is a little crazy, it was done in one of the video games, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I think it was the second, where you do go up against the Force ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi against him holding a lightsaber. Again, though, that's a video game, though, right? So I'm not quite sure if that would ever really work on film. So like I say, Mark Hamill is set to shoot a sequence that is said to involve a stunt double, and it will be an action-heavy sequence that will be shot over at Cardington for the first week of December and will last a total of 2 days. And aside from all of that, it will involve extras, and Adam Driver is rumored to be a part of this shoot between himself and Mark Hamill and these extras. So what is going on here? Is this Luke Skywalker in the afterlife, or in the form of a Force ghost, I should say, taking on his nephew perhaps? Is this a vision? Is this a flashback? I have no clue. But nonetheless, it seems as though that Mark Hamill, as Luke Skywalker, will have action in Episode 9. And to me, hey, you know what? That is exciting in any case, as long as it's done right. Now, if they do this where it's him as a Force ghost, I'm not quite sure how I would really feel about that. Yes, that would be some next level stuff within the Star Wars franchise, but would it be taking it too far? Quite possibly, yes. If you look at the whole concept of Force ghosts, I'm not quite sure how great it would be by adding in more superpowers or by adding in certain powers or allowing them to fight other individuals. I don't know how I would feel about that, because if Luke is a Force ghost going up against his nephew in a fight sequence, wouldn't we all rather have him do that alive? And I think that if they do that in the form of a Force ghost, a lot of people are going to get very mad, very angry, and demand Luke that he should have done this while he was alive against Kylo Ren, like a legitimate lightsaber duel. If you want my 2 cents, if this is actually going to involve Adam Driver, it could very well be a vision, kind of mirroring that of what happened in The Empire Strikes Back, where Luke Skywalker went up against Darth Vader in the Sith cave, or in the cave on Dagobah, that was very powerful with the dark side of the Force. So maybe we're going to get something similar to that in a sense. Maybe the light side version of that, where now it's Kylo Ren's turn to go up against something similar in a sense like that, where he goes up against his uncle once more in the form of a vision. Again, not quite sure how people would really react to that. So I would love to hear each and every one of you below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.